Oh no, welcome back to Match Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And this weekend, Manchester United have to face Aston Villa at Old Trafford, and I do believe it's a half four kickoff again on Sunday. And the team I've gone for is pretty much the same that I picked last week. We've got Martial, Rashford, Mata behind, Dan James, Pereira and Fred midfield, Williams, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka and De Gea. There is talk of Solskjaer did say McTominay could be could be fit for this weekend as well. Also, Jesse Lingard's had a good couple of games. Last recent 2 games, he's had quite a good game, so he might play instead of Mata. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, really. So yeah, let's get into it and let's talk about last week's result where we drew 3-3 with Sheffield United. And yeah, where do we start? So, obviously, let's start with the first half. It was a really poor game from United, to be honest, until the 70th minute. We started really poorly. Sheffield United were all over us pretty much from the first minute, and also United pretty much went to a back 3 with Jones, Maguire and Lindelof, and yeah, yeah, that did not work. Jones, he's just done at United. He's just so poor. Even Ollie substituted him at half time, and it was the best. Well, I don't know if it was the best decision, but obviously I think it was the best decision from a fan's point of view. It was, but I think we were just. I think we were just. I don't know. It was just we just didn't wake up all of a sudden in that game, and it came through the first goal. Jones was all at fault there. He tried to outstrength Moussa, and all Moussa did was just push him over. And it was just shown that how lacking of match fitness Jones was, and it was just so poor from Jones. And then obviously from that, Moussa went into the box, crossed it in towards Lundstrom, I think. Lundstrom, or I can't remember his name. Makes a save out of David De Gea. It was a good save from David De Gea, but then obviously from that, it rebounds off John Fleck, and Fleck scores. Luckily, it was a lucky goal, I have to admit that, but I think Sheffield United would have got a goal in the first half anyway. We were just so poor that game. That first half. So then after that, you know, United did have a couple chances. Well, actually, we didn't have a couple chances. Sheffield United had a couple chances. David De Gea made a couple good saves in that first half, and it finished 1-0 down at half time. And then second half, he brought Jones off, and we went back to 4 at the back. And I think he brought on Jesse Lingard, and I think that was a correct decision to do. And with Jesse Lingard's introduction, he actually changed the game a bit. He didn't do much, but he brought him into that midfield, and I think that's what we. What a goal! What a goal! Yeah, I think it just changed the game, that substitution. But then obviously, Sheffield United did get their second goal. It was from a counter-attack. Moussa, it was a good ball into Moussa, and then Moussa with a fine strike, pretty much just outside the box, just like that really, just along the floor, glided along the floor. David De Gea, no chance. And then that was 2-0. And so, yeah, after that it was just pretty poor from United. But then Solskjaer made a couple of substitutions. He made Mason Greenwood came on for. Who did he come on for? I can't remember who he came on for, but we pretty much went all out attack, and we got the first goal back from that, and it was Brandon Williams with a great strike, a great volley into the bottom right hand corner. And it was just a great strike. It was just a cross from Dan James. The defender obviously cleared it, but it went straight towards Brandon Williams. And Brandon Williams on the play, just a great volley from the youngster, and got his first goal for United. So then that was pretty good. And then pretty much after that, United were pretty much all over Sheffield United, and Sheffield United conceded again. This time it was Rashford with a great ball into the box. Well, pretty much just put it on a plate for Mason Greenwood, and Mason Greenwood scored, and it was 2-2. As simple as that. Yet again, United somehow controlling the game, and then pretty much after that, yet again, United went and got the third, which pretty much we got all 3 goals in like the space of 10 minutes. This time it was Rashford with a goal. It's Dan James on the left-hand side, made the overlap. Martial into Dan James. Dan James puts it on a plate for Rashford, and yeah, Rashford just puts it in and makes it 3-2. And I was like, oh my god, how has this happened? You know, how have we just switched on? I don't know what happened. We just switched on, and then from that, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made a defensive change. He brought off, I think he brought off Martial, which was the wrong decision, because I think pretty much, I think we should have just kept attacking. I think Gary Neville said in like after that, I think that United's best thing to do in that game was just to continue attack and to continue attack to defend pretty much. And he brought on Twanzebe, which I thought was the wrong decision in the end, and it kind of cost us in the end because Sheffield United grow back into the game. Oh, go on and on a volley. Oh, unlucky. I thought, he brought on Twanzebe, he put in that midfield, and we went. No, I think we went back to a 5 at the. Well, we went back to a 3 at the back, and yeah, it just didn't work. After that, and obviously, Sheffield United did get a goal right at the last minute. I think there was 4 minutes added on, but it was in the 90th minute. Just went over the 90th minute, and from that, I think it was Ollie McBurney. It was pretty much a cross into Ollie McBurney, who controlled it with his hand, well, with his shoulder, pretty much, his underarm shoulder area, and he volleyed it. And David De Gea did save it, but obviously the save went onto the post and went in. The VAR did look at it, and they actually gave it, which, looking at it, it would have been harsh to give it as not a goal, but coming from like other certain goals being scored, what's a save that was, from other goals scored this season, especially which one was it? I think it was the Liverpool one, wasn't it? It was pretty much just a handball, pretty much the same, and VAR didn't give it. So I think there needs to be maybe like a handball, like at the end of the season they need to discuss like the handball situation, because I expect it, this weekend there'll be another VAR controversy with handballs or with the offside this weekend, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. But I thought it would have been harsh not to give it, but in the end I think Sheffield United did deserve it in the end, because obviously they were winning, and a draw, I would have took a draw or a win. And when it was 2-0, I thought, this could be it for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But yeah, somehow we came back into the game and we got the draw 3-3. We should have won the game, but it's just one of them ones, unfortunately. So then going on to the midweek game against Astana in Kazakhstan, and we lost 2-1. Pretty much in this game, excuse me. Pretty much in this game, United just played, pretty much played the under-23s. Lee Grant played, Bernard, Twanzebe, Luke Shaw. Wow, Luke Shaw. Oh my! I think he's done it. I think he's doing a Phil Jones. He's just had a really bad. He's just had a really bad situation with his injury, and he just showed that he lacked match fitness, and he looked fat. That's how bad he looked. He looked very bulky. Let's just say that. And he looked. He did get assists in that game, but he looked so poor in that game. It was unreal. So yeah, we lost the game 2-1. We got the first goal through Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard was pretty much like here and shot, and it went in, and it was a good goal from Lingard. I have to give him that. But then after that, United didn't really attack that much. Really, we just controlled the ball and didn't punish them. So then on to the second half, where United pretty much started much better second half. Until, obviously, that one moment where I think it was... I can't remember who it was. I think it was Greenwood who put it on a plate for... yeah, I think it was Greenwood who put it on for a plate for Tahi Chong. And Chong, all he had to do was put it into the net and he chips it over the goal. He chips it over the goal. It was just an open goal. It's pretty much a FIFA tramp, really. And he missed it. And then, literally, seconds later, Astana score... with a great chance. So then that was 1-1, and then 7 minutes later, it was an own goal by our young centre back Bernard, and yeah, it was pretty much over that. That was pretty much it after the game. We did have a couple of chances. One was through Lingard, and another one was through Gomez, I do believe. And yeah, Gomez was unlucky with that one. So then obviously we lost that game 2-1, which was very poor from us. So it's already 90 minutes and we ain't even talked about Aston Villa this weekend. I reckon it will be a tough game for United because obviously we've got one game looking forward to the next week's game, which obviously we've got Spurs in midweek, and then we've got Spurs in midweek, and then we've got the Manchester derby at Old Trafford. No, is it Old Trafford or is it a City? I don't know. But yeah, we've got the Old Trafford, the Manchester derby. So, those two games are going to be two big games. But if we can win this Aston Villa game, obviously it will be tough for us. I think Aston Villa, didn't they lose or draw? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they drew at the last weekend. Let's just have a look quickly. I'm pretty sure they drew. I'm sure they drew. Where did they drew? Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. They drew. No. Oh no, they beat Newcastle. It was the Monday night game, wasn't it? Yeah, they beat Newcastle 2-0. So I expect they'll be in good situation. But obviously, it will be a tough. It'll be a tough game for United, and I think United will win. I reckon it'll be like a 2-1 or something like that. I just can't see us losing at Old Trafford. So it will be a hard game for us, but I reckon we'll win the game. So for my score prediction, I'm going to go for I'm going to go 2-0 victory. I reckon United will get 2 goals, and I reckon we'll keep a clean sheet as well. So anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So I'm going. Bye. I know, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Hit me up on Twitch and Twitter, and don't forget to watch the playlist down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.